A very good day to you all, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today we are standing in my Minecraft Realm server, where I actually play on with my friends. I've been playing on the server for around 9 months, and I thought it would be a fun idea to share some of the buildings I've been making with you guys. Next to that, I'm very excited to make some nice YouTube content for you. So, if you're as excited as I am, please leave a like and let's get right into it. Welcome back everyone. At the moment we're standing in front of the gate of my main base. The idea of this base was to build a little village or a little city within the city or village walls. The build style that I used is actually a mix of medieval and the Golden Age, or a style in between those two. So let's get into the village. When moving into the village, you can immediately see the main road and all the buildings that have been building aside of it. At first, I would like to give you an impression of the atmosphere that I've been trying to create within this village. So the building style that I've been using is a building style within between the medieval building style and the Golden Age building style. So, for instance, if you look at these three buildings, you can clearly see that on the ground floor is more or less a community area. For instance, in the building in front of me is a bookshop, and in the building next to it is a horse stable. On the first floor of these buildings are, for instance, the houses of the shopkeepers or the houses of the building owners. When comparing these buildings with the buildings on the other side of the road, you can clearly see a big difference in size of them. I've actually doing this on purpose. I've been trying to make this building, for instance the building where we're looking at right now, look a lot more wealthy than the other ones. I wanted to create a rich feeling for this building. This building is actually the bank of this village, and I tried to make it more wealthy or more rich by making a way bigger foundation made out of stone and using a lot more of the more rich materials for that time period. For instance, the glass, the gold, and a lot of stone within the buildings and within the roof. When comparing this building to the buildings on the other side of the road, you can clearly see that those buildings have a lot less glass usage or stone usage, and have a lot and their foundation is a lot smaller, and the roofs are more or less made of wood without a stone tiling or something. When looking at the church, you can really see that the church is way bigger than the other buildings within the city or within the village. The reason for this is because in the time within between the medieval and the Golden Age, a lot of people were religious. So a church was really the main and the central point of a village. I've positioned the church on the end of the road, so there's a clear path from the church to the entrance of the village, and from the village to the church. I've tried to make the city as cozy as possible. So let's just head into some houses and let's see how I've designed them. This house is actually a work in progress. Within this story of the house, I would like to make an auto smelter. So let's actually fill up my steak. So I would like to make an automatic smelter in here. To get to the first story or to the first floor of this house, you actually have to get the stairs on the side of the house. When you enter the room, it's quite small. You have a little desk area with your books and your storage. and a little jukebox with your music disc that you collected during the years. You have a little sitting area with your table where you can lunch or have your breakfast or have your dinner. Actually, there's no kitchen, but whatever. You can just do it on display or something. And you have your bed with a little clock, and you actually have a very nice view within the city. So when we head to the next house, you can see that that the ground floor is a shop. It's actually a bookshop with your books that you can buy in a barrel, with a little fireplace and a little cabinet with some more storage behind it. So you can just sell your books over here or do whatever you want. On the first floor of this house, I've made a little enchanting area. You can actually enchant up to level 30 over here. And you also have a limited look of the village, but you can actually see the bank very well from this building. On the top floor, I actually have to make the furniture for this and to fit it all in. I still have to do that. Okay, let's head to the next building. The next building on the road is the stable, the horse stable. I actually just have one horse. I actually never use it. It's just for show. So when we enter one of these stables, I really like some details in the floor and in the ceiling, etc. So you have a little watering. So you have a little water place where the horses can drink. You have your storage for all the horse stuff over here, and yeah, a little workplace if you need to repair the horseshoes or something. Okay. This building also has a first floor and a second floor, but I haven't made it yet. There's also no stairway to it. It's just empty. But while we're at it, this is like a little back alley that leads to something. I'll show it later. And in this back alley, I try to make just some interesting stuff, some storage, some water, just to make it more interesting. When looking at the bank, you can clearly see, as I already said, that it's a way more wealthy building. When you get inside, you can see a very nice waiting area with a fireplace, a little dog that's actually sitting on the stairs, some nice greenery around here, a little bit of armor, and you can see like the traditional cabinets of a bank. So you just get into the queue, you speak to the assistant, and she will get your things out of the register. The thing where we're looking at right now is actually not finished. This was first my storage area, but yeah, my storage has escalated a little bit, so I've made an automatic storage system. The thing I want to do with this area is put some villagers in here and make some nice trading facilities. As most of the buildings, the first floor isn't designed or something. I can really quickly show it to you. At the moment, you actually have to get in by a stair on the back and a little door. It's quite funny. So yeah, this is it. And you can just drop down to this side, to the ground floor. The building next to this is kind of a little hostel and a transportation house. So when we enter the building, you can immediately see a railroad, and this railroad connects to a friend of mine, to the base of a friend of mine. So I just wanted to make it a little bit like a cavey feeling, that the house isn't really that deep, but there is a cave attached to it. So when you press this button, a minecart will pop up and head you to my friend. You can just hop in. Okay, when we go to the first floor, this area needs some polishing up. It's nothing yet, but you have a little balcony with a nice view of the village. And within this, behind this door, you have a little sleeping area. So you have your storage, you have some more storage, and you actually have a double sleeper above each other. So 2 beds, and over here also 2 beds. I actually don't think it's that comfortable. Yeah, like when you and your girlfriend are sleeping over there, and your parents are sleeping over there. Oh. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's a different story. And in the attic, there's nothing yet. I still have to do that. Okay. Then we are going to the church. The church is one of the latest buildings I've built in the city or in this village. When entering the church, you can see that you enter in a little corridor area, and when you enter the main part of the church, you can see all the church benches and the altar. When moving up to the altar, you can actually stand behind it, of course, and there's a little hole for a new project I'm going to work on. When looking from the altar into the church, you can see, of course, the church benches, a little painting of a man that I actually think looks a lot like Jesus, so that's why I thought it would be quite funny to hang it in here, and a little stair to the first floor of the church with the music thingy. I actually don't know how you call it in English, above it. In here you also have a little bit of storage, and these are the stairways to the clock tower. I'm actually not gonna walk up to it because there's not a lot of, there's not a really nice view, and it's a really annoying stair to walk up to. So now we've actually had all the buildings within this street, except for this one. This is a little, cabin or something with Jeb the sheep, with the rainbow sheep. He has his own bed, he has his own fireplace, some books, some storage, his own little chair, so I hope this is a very nice cabin for Jeb. Yeah, the walls aren't very well insulated, as you see, a lot of gaps, but hey, it's sheep, so he will be okay. Okay, now we are moving to the final building that I've built within this village, and this building is actually the building where I'm the most proud of. This is also one of the more wealthy and rich buildings, and I really like the interior design that I've made for it. So you can see that this building is on the side trench of the main pathway, of the main road. So let's just enter it. When you enter this building, you immediately get into the kitchen with your little sink and your oven and your storage above the kitchen. I also like this lamp design. I actually used it, I think from Grian. I think he made this lamp design. I really like it, so I just placed it into my house. Over here I have a big window with some nice plants. I really like plants. And a little fireplace with your carpet and your clock. And when you're moving more into the back of this building, you can see a little bank with a jukebox, your books, your storage. It's just your records. It's just a very nice nice and cozy area. Okay, when walking over here, you can see the dining table or the table where you have your breakfast, your lunch, with a little painting, a nice flower on the wall, and a back window, a window to the back. When we move up to the first floor, there are two rooms. The first room is a little study area, or a little area where you can play your games, where you can play Catan over here, or chess or something, or you can study on the desk. And yeah, have a really limited view of the village, but hey, let's not talk about that. The room next to the first room is actually not designed yet. I thought it would be going to be a sleeping area for one person, but I'm not really out of it. So if you have some suggestions, let us know in the comments. And when we move to the attic, this is really the interior design where I'm the most proud of. So you enter the attic and you have a really nice glass wall to divide the stairs with your attic. In the attic you also have a nice door and also again a very nice glass wall to divide the attic with the bedroom, the master bedroom. You have a nice two-sleeper with again a limited view, and you have your clothing closet and a little table or a little desk over there. When we look over here, you have a little bathroom. You actually don't have a shower or something, but hey, it's just a limited space. But you have your hairbrush to brush your hair, and a little sink, and your light, and a little cup if you need to wash something or something. Okay, so that is this building. Now we've actually had all the buildings within the city. I'm just going to show you this little place. This is kind of a gathering area, a little ponds, a little bit of nature, the city flag. This is actually a city flag. Over here I have my my project board. These are some projects that I still want to make. I'm sorry that some of these are in Dutch. I'm actually from the Netherlands, so hey, I'll change that later. Over here is my sheep farm. I still want to make it prettier, but this is it at the moment. Very colorful, and yeah, okay. Over here, this is some expansion area. I actually have some plans to make some buildings behind the bank over here and extend the road to over here. But hey, there's nothing really to see over here. So let's get back to the main road. Hey, there's a little villager. I actually wonder how he got here. I thought I had trapped him. Okay, the things I want to show you right now are some of the features of the above area. Yeah, the above area. I actually also have a cave area, but I'll show you that in a second. When you get over here, there's actually a beacon. And when you get over here, this is my old villager breeder. I say old because it doesn't work anymore. When update 1.14.4 came out, it actually broke, so I had to make a new one. It's not really that fancy, but hey, there's a little dog there, and the villager over here. Okay, let's now actually head to the down area. I have a lot of secret entrances to get to there. So the first two entrances are in the back alleys over there and over here. I'll first show this one. You just press the trapdoor twice and you hop down, and when I'm going to look forward you see my my cave base with my storage area and my villager trading hall. So this is the main cave where you get to the storage and the villager trading hall. Actually, you already see it over there, but I really like to make this to give this a very cavey feeling, but also a very botanic feeling. I really like flowers or plants, and the plants I like the most are cacti. I just love cacti. They are very, very cool, very, yeah, actually pointy, painful, but hey, they're cool. Okay, so we just dropped down from this, drop down. That drop down I'll show you later. The first thing, so the first room next to the drop down is my, you think it's a smelting room, but it's actually an auto repairing station. I copied the design of Exuma Void. When you just get rid of your armor and just hold the pickaxe you want to repair, you get out the cacti green, you press the button and it will automatically restock. I've actually just put it off now, but as you can see my pickaxe is fully repaired. That is this room. When moving further, you can see my villager trading hall. Yeah, it are actually all librarians, because I wanted to get as much enchanted books as possible, so I didn't have to level for them and enchant them myself. When we're looking further into the, well, let's actually just check this area first. Over here again has a little enchanting table with some lapis, books, anvils, etc. Over here, this little contraption is my exit route to the mainland, to the village. It's actually quite funny. You get dispensed from here to the water. That soul sand block will extend and will make a water stream upwards. And the funny thing is that you actually enter out of the sewer system of the village. So let's just try it. You step over here, you get washed up, and you enter out of one of these sewer pits. And they close automatically, and then you are you are again in the village. So I think that's a really fun, nice feature, and I want to make more of them. I actually now have two, one over there and one over here, but I would like to have more. These are just fake ones. The other way to get down is over here. You just press this trap chest and fall down. And you come over here, just next to the first drop down. When moving further down, down into the cave, you see another exit route to the village. This works exactly the same as that one over there. You also escape out of the sewer system. Over here there's a little balcony area with a little sleeping place, a little grindstone, a clock to indicate if it's day or night. Just to create some extra content. Okay, this gate is the main gate to enter my automatic storage area. So when we enter this gate, you get to my automatic storage area. First of all, this is a place where I put all my items in. So when I put glass in, it gets pulled out and automatically stored. This is for a sugar box unloader. The sugar boxes will come over here. That's my ender chest. The design for my storage system is quite colorful with some wood construction. I actually try to create a feeling that when you enter this room you actually are outside in the night with some stars flickering above you. So I've stored some stuff over here, so when we look in you see all my stuff, etc. all nice sorted and stuff. A little infinite water source, also very nice. When you look when you walk further, another ender chest, more storage. There's a little bit of manual storage for some leftover items that I didn't want to filter within the storage automatic storage system. Some more items. Oh, over here you have a nice map, which actually has to be updated because that beacon is gone. So like this. We're actually not there at the moment. Maybe I really don't know actually. Some nice armor. And when you exit here, you also again have the feeling that it's dark outside, and you just move into the cave with some nice armor stands, a nice little pool. So let's walk into the cave again, and we come out over here, over there. And we entered over there. Okay, another feature of my underground base is this. Now you actually get a change of this building style that I used here to a very modern building style. So when we drop down, we get a very modern building style. I really like the mix of white concrete with some grey concrete and spruce wood. I really like that. And I also love the yellow and cyan carpets in combination with the grey and the light grey carpets. Another little clock, a little sitting area, crafting bench, and this is actually my slime farm. So slime spawn over here, they drop down over there, get killed by the campfires, and I collect their slime balls. Okay, that is actually almost everything of my main base. I want to show a little bit more, but I actually want to show that in spectator mode. So just give me a minute and I'll change my mode to spectator. So at the moment we're in spectator mode. In spectator mode I can really give you a nice top view of the village up until now. So these are all the buildings that I've been making up until now. I really like to give the buildings a very real style, a very real vibe, and I like to create that by making the roofs a little bit wonky or a little bit bad constructed, because yeah, most of the times in that time period of between the medieval building style and the golden building style, you had those kind of buildings. So when we have a top view of the whole village, you can see that over there by the sheeps I want to extend the path and make some more buildings where all those trees are, and really make it a nice loop around. Okay, when we go underground you can see all the progress I've made there, and you can also see the slime farm and other farms. So let's see, over here you have the main cave. I've actually showed this, and when we look at some stuff behind a little room like this, this is quite a small room, but there's a lot of redstone behind it. So These waterways are the transport of the cacti that I smelt, and all the bamboo that I smelt. All the bamboo that I use as fuel for the cacti to smelt. The designs I've been making over here are actually from other YouTubers. For instance, from Impulse and from Exuma Void. Also some from Ilmango. Yeah, this system is from Exuma Void. It works very well, and I really like its design. That is this room. When we look at the villager trading hall, you can just flick the lever on and off to demand the villager. It's actually not working right now because I'm working on a new villager breeder, which needs a new transport to this place. But if you look behind, this concept I actually created for myself, so the villagers should be coming in from this railway, and all these pistons. Well, when you flick the lever, this block will retract, and this activator wheel will be put on, and the villager will be put out of this minecart and be pushed by this block onto the slime block so it doesn't take damage, and then you have it in your trading hall. So that is the design I used over here for the trading hall. Okay, when we look at the storage area, you can actually see that I just managed to fit in everything. I mean, this wall and the decorative stuff are just perfectly situated. Okay, but when we look behind the storage area, you see a lot of item transportation, a lot of item filters. Again, over here it's really a mess. I really had to make it a lot better, but hey, it works. So yeah, what do I have to say about it? It's a mess, but it works. Okay, another feature that I didn't show you just yet. This is my creeper farm. I've been lighting up a lot of the areas around this place. I hope I almost got them all. But this creeper farm provides me with gunpowder, so I can easily fly around server with a lot of rockets, so I don't have to be worried about collecting more gunpowder. Over here I've been making a new villager trading hall. A new villager breeder, and I actually already see where the villager came from. This is a mess. Okay, that is where the villagers came from. I actually don't know why they keep breeding while there are so much villagers and so few beds, but okay, it works, so nice, no problem. Okay, when you move up to the stairs, you actually come out this little thing, and you can just move down. Okay, that is the village. That's everything what I wanted to show you. In this mountain is the old villager training hall, or the old villager breeder, but it doesn't work anymore. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you of my main base, and in another episode I will show some other things I've been building on the server or on this realms. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Good day, everybody.